And so the MC, the guy, the guy in the ring, he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, in the audience tonight, one of the funniest people in the world, Mr. Jerry Lewis." And we look over, and he's literally like about 40 feet away. And, young, new comic, grew up watching it. I think it was the first big celebrity. And at this point, comedy was all new to me, so I just thought comedy, everybody's happy and ha 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 and funny. And so I'm with like 8 other comedian guys, and I go, "Oh my God, guys, it's Jerry Lewis." And they're like, "Yeah, yeah." And I said, "Should we go over and say hi?" And they're like, "Yeah. Go for it." I said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, you guys gonna come?" They go, "No, you go say hi to him." It's like, okay. So I go running over, and Jerry's sitting in this little area that's sort of blocked off, but he's got a security guard, and he's sitting with this beautiful woman. And I, just being Canadian, real polite, I walked right up to the security guy. "Hello, sir. Can I say hi to Mr. Lewis?" And the security guard turns around, says, "Mr. Lewis," and Jerry goes, "Yeah, okay." And I go, "Hey, Mr. Lewis," and he goes, "Hey," and he was real happy to see me. And then I kind of didn't know what to do, and I said, I just go, "So, what's new?" And he just does this. He just goes, "Take a seat," and he looks away, and he just told me to take a seat, and then just looked away and wouldn't look back. And I was just standing there like, did he really just tell me to take a seat? And I was stunned, and I was offended, but then the wheels were turning so fast. I went, "Well, of course, take a seat. He doesn't know me. What's he gonna? Yeah, I was at the cottage, and I've taken up canoeing. Like, what's he got? What's he got to tell me?"
I was at Dean's house an hour ago, and he says hello to you.
Yeah. So I just stood there mortified and frozen for probably about 45 seconds, and then I just, kind of like a lost cat, I walked back to the guys, and they're like, "How was it?" And I told them what happened, and they died laughing. They all went, "Didn't you know he's known as like the biggest in the entertainment?" I go, "What? Jerry Lewis, the funny guy?" "Yeah, everyone knows he's in." Like, "Well, why didn't you guys tell me?" So for the next like 5 years, the big thing with me was all the other comics in Canada be like, "Take a seat." I was the take a seat guy, which I love because it just,
of course.
But here's the irony. I love this. So cut to 25 years later, I'm doing Conan O'Brien, and Jerry Lewis is on, and I'm the second guest. So now here's me on Conan, this kid that had never done anything. "Hi, Mr. Lewis." Now I'm sitting beside him.
Wow.
On one of the top, talk shows in the world. I'm sitting beside him, and I'm just like, I'm thinking, do I say anything? So we did the thing, and for the first time, Conan was always very friendly with me, but on this occasion, for whatever reason, he just goes, after the show, Conan goes, "Hey, I'm going to Jerry's dressing room. You want to join me?" And I go, "Sure." So Conan takes me to Jerry's dressing room, and now I'm like this close, like, because those rooms are really tight. And the three of us are just sitting here talking, and the whole time I'm going, do I tell him the story? Do I tell him the story? And I just, instead of bringing it up, I just reveled in the fact at how ironic life can be, and how wonderful life can be, and the cycles that life takes. And he was a comedy icon and probably an inspiration to me at one level,
sure,
as a child. And here I am now, and I didn't take what he did to me back then as an intentional insult. He was just insulating himself from the public, where, you get to say hello, but you don't get to pry. And I didn't know that. So, but now here I am standing with this guy, and I just went, wow, to myself, I just sort of went, what a wonderful life to have this moment.
Come full circle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. I had one moment with him. It was very quick. I was with Peter Patowski.
Yeah.
We went to see him, Jerry, do a show. And afterwards I said, let's go get a picture with Jerry.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for him to come out. And you would think that I had asked Jerry to have sex with me, because I said to him, "Hey, Jerry, can we get a picture?" And he goes, "I don't roll that way."
Oh, wow.
I said, "What?" "I don't roll that way." and then he just took off. And we actually followed him and took a picture, like a selfie with him, which he was not happy
That's
about.
almost worse than take a seat, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just said, take a seat.
And I had
There's
a
no
thought-
sexual connotation, but with you, he thought you were coming on to him.
He knew I was.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't think it.
Wow.
Because when you say take a picture, you mean
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is something we should create a memory that will last for both of us.
I met him when I was a little kid. He did a Broadway show, had a Damn Yankees on Broadway.
Yeah, sure.
I went with my mom, and afterwards, my mom said, "Let's go stand here where they sign the playbills and meet him." And I talked to him, and my mom, I don't remember much of it. She said he talked to me for a while. He like knelt down and talked to me. He was like really nice to me as a kid. And then many years later, somebody gave me his number because I really wanted to interview him. They're like, "Here, you can't say where you got it, but here's his number." So I called him, and he answered the phone. I was shocked because it was like, I didn't expect him to answer, but the phone rang, and it's just like, "Hello," it's like that iconic voice. And I was like, "Jerry?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, hey." I got really nervous. I'm like, I'm a comedian. I have a podcast. I really like to interview you. And he said, what did he say?
Take a seat.
Take a seat. He said,
I don't roll that way.
I don't roll that way. He goes, "Not a chance." That's what he said. He goes, "Not a chance." I said, "Is there any chance to make no chance into some chance?" I thought that would be like a cute answer or something. He goes, "No, there's no chance. Is there anything else I can help you with?" And I was like, "Nope, that's it. Thanks." He said, "Bye-bye." That was
Wow.
That was it.
So you got a lot closer to him than we did,
Yeah.
right? He had his cell phone number.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were very close. That was
I just love that someone just had his phone number.
Yeah.
Who had his phone number?
I'm not going to say here because they gave it to me. I don't want to betray their trust, but somebody gave me his number.
I know somebody that knew him. I think it was, again, Patowski would call him periodically.
Yeah.
I think he really liked Peter. He saw his act somehow.
Okay.
And, Jerry was a physical guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a comedian who said, "I think Jerry would like you. Take a shot at it. Here's his number." So,
Oh.
anyway,